So if you don't think teachers need to be paid more, I advise you to watch this clip and let me know how you feel after it.
I don't want it. I don't want
it. Obviously, we blanked out the slap for YouTube purposes, but let's continue.
I told those guns not those guns black off their and do I look like I care? What you gonna do? Still spitting that chair? You do so. Ain't nobody can come and you got slapped. Go back. No soft.
Ain't gonna lie, it disappointed me to hear this young lady laughing as this fellow lady got slapped in the face twice, right? But then it disappointed me also to know it's other young men sitting in this classroom, and not one of them thought it would be right to get up and protect this lady's presence by keeping him from slapping her in the face. Ain't nobody thought that would have been the right thing to do, young men.
A Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools student is now facing charges after being caught on video slapping his teacher. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says this happened in a classroom at Parkland High School. Video of the incident is making the rounds on social media right now. WXII is choosing not to show that. But in it, a student stands over his teacher, who was sitting down at the time, and slaps her in the face twice. A secure custody order was issued for that student this morning on several counts, including communicating threats and 2 counts of assault. In a statement, Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools Superintendent Tricia McManus says this behavior will not be tolerated. Parkland's principal told families the student will also face disciplinary action in the district.
So there are 6 levels of consequences. Level 1 is for minor classroom behaviors. Level 6 is the highest. It's for behavior that presents a clear threat to safety. The district's code of conduct says a physical assault on a school employee, as well as communicating threats, is a level 5 offense. One possible consequence is suspension. Superintendent Tricia McManus says after seeing the video, she recommends the offense be increased to level 6. Possible consequences for that are long-term suspension or expulsion. Students have a constitutional right to due process when facing a recommendation of long-term suspension or expulsion. The process involves an investigation and a hearing.
So, Amber, you also learn more about what can be done to protect teachers.
Right, Julie, but first, I want you to take a listen to what Forsyth County leaders said yesterday.
It might be time to pivot and have a conversation to taking care of business in the homes and starting with the foundation of what we're talking about here.
Message, as they say on In Living Color, time to go back to the home and figure out the root of the problem. Right?
Officials want more support from the community to impact these young people in a positive way. The Salvation Army Ken Carlson Boys and Girls Club announced the launch of a new teen center focusing on providing support and opportunities for teens.
So I get what they're trying to do with the teen center, but that ain't going to cut it. That ain't how you get to the root of the problem, nor do I think it's going to be something that's going to fix the problem. You know how you get to the root of the problem? Daddies need to be in their kids' lives. I don't know why or if this young man's daddy is in his life, but I would be willing to bet that he's not. Now, what's the reason for that? I don't know. We have a lot of reasoning. A lot of times, single mothers chase daddies away. A lot of times, daddies run away. We don't know which of the reasoning of what this is, but we do know we have an epidemic of single motherhood that is raising a lot of young boys, and it's volatile. When you take a male, somebody said this, was it Judge Joe Brown? I don't know, but he said when you take an apex predator, that's what we are, right? We think apex predator, we think sharks, we think lions, we think bears, but in reality, humans, we kill better than all of them. Not just with our bare hands, though, right? If it was left me standing here against a bear, you know who loses that battle, right? But what I'm saying is humans have figured out a way to remain at the top of the food chain. We got guns, we got bombs, we got torpedoes, we got everything at our disposal that which would call us the apex predator of the land. And we have a tendency to want more than we need, meaning we are greedy. So we kill over and abundantly for no reason. Now, when you take something like that can rule all the land and kill everything with the utmost efficiency, and then you place that in the hands of an emotional woman, and have that emotional woman teach that apex predator all of her emotional, erratic ways, this is what you get. I'm not blaming. Listen, if you feel like I'm blaming you, it's probably your fault. If you the father that feel like you, what are you talking about? Like, well, I ain't run out. Why you get mad at me? Then I'm probably talking about you. If you the mother, that's why he talking about, why I pushed the father away. Why would he say that? Then I'm probably talking about you. If the shoe fits, I'm probably talking about you. But what I'm saying is we have an epidemic of single motherhood, and it doesn't bode well for our young men. Mothers by themselves, this is what the stats say. Kids thrive better when raised by a mother and a father. And if not that combination, then just the father. These are the two situations where kids thrive the most. When you get kids like this going out of their mind, slapping teachers for no reason, and I don't know what the reason that he would slap this teacher, my first thought was to be like, was something racist said? What was happening? I don't know, but I don't want to just go play the racist card without no proof, because I couldn't find the original proof of what set this young man off. But whatever the cause, if it was a racist teacher, you can't just use your emotions as taught to you by most single mothers and go off on a tangent and slap a teacher like this. Because, listen, a TikToker gave this example. She said, y'all thought about arming teachers, right? Because of all the school shootings and this, that, and that. She said, what you think happened if this teacher would have been armed? We'd have been looking at a funeral. For sure, we'd have been looking at a funeral. She sat there and ate them 2 slaps. Proudly ate them 2 slaps. Took them like a champ. And I am so disappointed in this young little punk. Like, throw the book at him. Give him everything. Expel him. Get him out of here. Tell your mama to get you ready for the GED life side of the game. Get them GED books together and get him ready for some, whatever them trade schools or whatever. Yeah, this is the side of the life you about to take because you're stupid. Because you're stupid and you don't know how to contain yourself, and you want to come to school like you a gangster. It is way too many times that I am watching videos of students slapping, body slamming, punching, like just wrecking teachers. And then they have the nerve. This one guy, he was a teacher. The student came up there, attacked him. He told the student multiple times, "Come on, please sit down. I don't want to fight with you." The student swung on him anyway. They got to tussling. The teacher body slams the student. They had the nerve to put the teacher in jail. The man had to get a GoFundMe to fight this case. And I'm sorry for getting so irate, but this is ridiculous. Our teachers need to be paid astronomically more. This ain't a WNBA situation, right? This ain't one of them. This is the teachers' funds, at least for the public schools, comes from public funding. And I know that as much money as y'all make off these lotteries and all this type of stuff that y'all got coming in, you can allocate more money into our teachers' pockets. They need to be compensated way more than what they are getting compensated. And the law needs to be way more strict when it comes to prosecuting in favor of our teachers, because I'm sick of seeing students think that they can just walk up and blatantly disrespect them. And like the guy said at the beginning of this video, the change needs to happen at home. All you single mothers who think that it's a good idea to go out here and say, I'm going to have my baby without the father, I don't need you, and this, that, and the other, and it's going to be me and my baby. This is what you're going to be dealing with when he turns 15. And then you're going to want to send him back to his daddy. Come get your son. He acting crazy. No, he not acting crazy. He acting just like you trained him to act, mother. He can't be tamed by you. That's what y'all moms don't understand. I know y'all think y'all can go it alone and y'all can be strong, independent women that just do everything on your own. You want to go have in vitro and all these different, procedures so that you can have a baby without the man. Y'all want to have all this feminist rhetoric that no man will accept because it's idiotic. It's a fallacy that has been fed to y'all that I have no idea why y'all bought it. But y'all bought it, and no man in the world would agree to have a woman or a wife that would think like this. At least no man with no backbone. But y'all think it's okay. This feminist propaganda that they have fed y'all. Like, y'all think y'all supposed to be able to have a husband, but tell that same husband, I don't need you. You ain't, who are you talking to? But to be able to disrespect that, y'all think you're supposed to have a husband, but be able to show your boss at work more respect than you show your husband, but be able to show your pastor at church more respect than you show your husband. It does not work. And this is why y'all fling y'all husband or possible husband away, because I could be strong, I could do bad all by myself. You believe the propaganda that's been fed to your goofy mind, and you go off on this stupid path of raising this young man by yourself. And fellas, we do the same. You believe the goofy propaganda of being a young and dumb. Oh, I'm young and dumb. I can do this and I can do that, and there ain't no consequences. When you keep running from your babies, this is what you get. And trust me, those young sons that you kept running from, they're going to bump into you one day. Or you're going to need them one day. And you're going to have to answer for why you ran from them all of their young lives. And they still going to have that young frustration built up in them. And they're going to be ready to take it out on you. Because they've been slapping teachers all up until this point. But trust me, they're going to be waiting to get a hold to the so-called daddy of theirs that's been running from them all their lives. And I promise you, when they do get a hold of you, they're going to slap the life out of you as good as they can do it. This is why I say we got to work on being a family again. We got to start from ground zero, the basis of everything, the root. Be a family. Stop chasing your man away. Men, stop running away. Be a family unit, because if this young man in this video had to worry about if he had to worry about his dad when he got home, he wouldn't have done this so freely, I don't think. I don't know if he has a pops or not in the house, but I would be willing to bet that he don't. Or if he does have a father or a stepfather or something like that, I bet he's probably the weakest example of a so-called father or stepfather that you can find. But either way, I'm just going to go back to the beginnings of this. Teachers need to be paid more. And if you are thinking about arming teachers, know this. It's going to be a lot of situations like this where we're going to be bringing flowers to some young fool's funeral. Because who's gonna sit there and be slapped by this young man? You know you can't. This is a woman. You can't beat it. She can't beat you. And if she had laid you down, listen. My sentiment is to feel that she ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to lay him down. You ain't got to kill him for that. But at the same token, how you approached her, young man, you got to be held accountable for your actions. You can't just willy-nilly think you about to be running around here slapping folks and think ain't nothing going to happen to you. Because if you do it in the street, see, this is the problem. When you in the school, you think you so protected and you so big and bad. Or you want me to slap you again? You want me to slap you again? No consequences. Do that to a grown man out in the street. Or a grown woman out in the street. Because they keep it in their purse. Time I'll slap you again. You ain't going to get the slapper the first time. And this is why I say throw everything that you got to throw at him right now. Expel him out of school, get him ready for GED life, whatever you got to do. I know it's harsh, but maybe it'll be something that can wake him up. Because I don't want him to repeat this behavior in 5 more years with somebody out on the street and get that thing in return where he gonna be going before to see God. You know what I'm saying? So he needs a harsh lesson right now because watching the video, I wanted to stomp a mud hole in him myself. I was so disappointed that this is our kids that act like this. But this is how we teach our kids. And y'all know it. Y'all know it is. Don't lie to me and tell me it ain't. Black folk, you know this is a common denominator in the children that is being produced in the hood. And it's sad. We need to bring back our families, bring back our unit, and start to build and produce better offspring than this, because this ain't going to do it. This your boy P. Camp. Let me know what you think, but you don't think. Get at your boy.